Hey. So, I have anxiety. I've had it since as long as I can remember. Seriously, since I was a kid. So, I've cultivated a lot of ways to deal with said anxiety, and I'm gonna share them with you. But before I get into that, I want to talk about what anxiety really is, because a lot of people feel like it's just being nervous, worrying too much, and that's just not it. What it actually is not being able to concentrate, having trouble sleeping, being tense, chaotic thoughts, restlessness, negative feelings, physical symptoms such as body aches, headaches, tension, lightheadedness, etc. You know, it's not just and specifically worry. Sometimes I have anxiety and I'm thinking about nothing. There's nothing bothering me. I'm just physically anxious. So some general things I do to help myself is music. When I was a kid, I would listen to so much music to help soothe me. I didn't even know what anxiety was back then, but that's just something I did naturally. I would just plop on some headphones, go be by myself, and just like vibe to music. Sometimes I would like to go to the park, go on a swing, or just walk around, or just sit. And this is any type of music I felt like listening to, that's what I listen to. So there's no special kind of music, although I know classical and like lo-fi really do help, like when things are pretty bad, because it's very soothing music. But honestly, listen to anything. Next would be journaling. I started journaling when I was 9 years old. I just liked it. I liked being able to access information in one place. Like, I loved going back and like trying to figure out if I remembered something correctly, if I needed specific information. I had it in my journal. I've kept journals ever since, for every single year I've lived. Another thing you should do is exercise. This is something I just did naturally as a kid. I was exercising every single day. As I've gotten older, it's been harder to do that, but so it's something that I have to specifically consciously think about doing. So I plan out my schedule. Like I talked about in my last video, I like to schedule things to help keep me organized. So I plan out when I'm gonna exercise, because exercising is super important. You definitely need to be exercising 30 minutes a day. It's not only good for your physical health, but also your mental health. Even if you want to break and you don't want to do like high intensive like workouts, just go for a walk for 30 minutes. So if I'm feeling very like restless, I will go exercise or go for a walk. Being social, there are definitely times that I do want to be alone, and I might just be in the middle of hanging out with someone and I'm just like really anxious, and if it's appropriate, I will say, hey, I'm gonna leave early, whatever, maybe I'll be back, I don't know. I just need to go be by myself. Sometimes that is necessary, but sometimes you can't do that, and that is when I usually go remove myself for a minute or two and do deep breathing. And also in other situations I do deep breathing, kind of going along with meditation and grounding yourself. Self-care goes a long way. It's not just washing your face and brushing your teeth and going to bed. Taking care of yourself, being clean, whatever you want to put into your routine. This is something I've been practicing a lot more, especially since being at school, because I have my own space, my own sink. I've been really every day just like enjoying my nighttime routine and doing self-care. It's so relaxed, and it definitely helps relax me before bed. Something I also like to do before bed is participate in my hobbies. Also at other times in the day. In college, I'm usually pretty busy. Before bed, I like to read or write, play games or something. Like I said, even if it's not before bed, even if it's during the day, I'd like to take a little bit of time to enjoy something that I like to do. Hobbies help. And sleep. For me personally, I have to get 8 hours. If I don't, I either cannot wake up to my alarm at all, period, or I wake up and I literally wake up anxious, like my heart is pounding. It's crazy how that works. But if that's not you, it could still make you anxious throughout the day, because your body is trying to exert so much energy and you haven't fully rested, so your brain's just like all over the place. Sleep. You know, sleep is important. Stop staying up so late. Also, some other general things. Having a good diet. This is so important that a lot of people overlook, because taking in processed foods and sugary foods and just like not eating well really affects your body. I like to eat healthy, and that looks different for many people, but specifically I like to drink tea, I like to eat vegetables every day, I like to eat fruit every day and get some sort of protein in. Make sure I take my vitamins, and definitely make sure that I'm staying hydrated. Also getting sunlight and something I've also touched upon in the past is decluttering. I need my space organized and neat and clean, because normally if your mind is cluttered, your space is cluttered, and vice versa. So if you don't have an organized space, you're not decluttered, there's stuff everywhere, you can't access things easily, that's definitely gonna make you anxious, at least for me. Like, if my drawers aren't organized, like literally something so simple, like if my drawer isn't organized and I'm opening it and there's like clothes falling out or like stuffed, and then I'm like closing it and it's stuffed, that makes me anxious, because like it's not a smooth process of just opening a drawer and picking out clothes. Your work, is your desk clean and organized? Because then it literally might cause you anxiety that when you need to do your work and you need to use your computer or whatever, you have to like move things out of your way and like reorganize. That is something that might cause anxiety. If you want more information about that, I can definitely make a video about it. Now I want to talk about specific things I do, getting things done as soon as possible. Like in the morning, if I wake up and I'm just like chilling, I'm anxious. I need to wake up and I need to like go do something. I just woke up with all this new energy. I need to go do something. I need to go be productive. It doesn't mean right away. It doesn't mean I wake up and I'm bouncing out of bed and I'm a morning person. It just means that like when your body wakes up, like whether you're well rested or not, you have some new energy. And it's really good when you first wake up to go do your hardest tasks first. Now, something I've been back and forth on is like cleaning in the morning. I feel like recently I figured out that I like cleaning at night because it helps clear my mind. Like I'm cleaning and then I can like think and like process the day right before I go to bed. Honestly, I would recommend it. Also, something specific is essential oils. I have lavender lotion that really helps me. Like when I put it on my hands and I like smell it, it just helps calm me. All right, now I'm gonna give you an extra bonus and talk about things that make anxiety worse that we would totally overlook. Skipping meals. Don't skip meals. I've learned that I need to eat frequently throughout the day. It just helps my body. I'm gonna talk about food in another video because I want to do a what I eat in a day. Caffeine. What else can I say? Just poor eating habits overall. Consuming things that are anxiety inducing. This could be the news. This could be you're on Instagram and you're scrolling through a bunch of people that you're comparing yourself to. It could be a YouTube video talking about a topic you don't like. But the more that you consume things that make you anxious, even if it's like a movie and there's a scene that you don't like and you're just like watching it, that could cause anxiety literally for the rest of the day. And finally, ignoring your anxiety. Always be on the lookout. This is why you need to be self-aware and journal and spend time with yourself so that you know and figure out what's bothering you and just what's going on inside your head. But just because one thing might make you anxious doesn't mean that you have anxiety. This is a frequent thing. This is a disorder. So please do not self-diagnose yourself. Please go see a therapist or a psychiatrist or a doctor that will evaluate and possibly diagnose you. And I hope that was helpful. If you want to hear more about this topic and just more about mental health overall, please let me know in the comments below. Definitely would love to do that. I'm really big on mental health. Thank you all for watching. Catch you later and take care. Bye.